The misconceptions about moving to Florida, you think that you don't need hoodies or a coat. You still need your winter clothes. You still need your winter clothes. I got on a hoodie right now. Right now it's January. That's on Hi faves, welcome back to my channel. How are y'all doing? I'm so excited because I want to show y'all my new place. As I told y'all before, my family and I moved recently and we moved to Florida, and so I want to give y'all a tour of our house. This video, the house tour, is kind of like all over the place because we were still waiting for the movers to come. So this is an unfurnished house tour. We had to sleep on blow-up beds because our furniture and stuff was not delivered yet. We had bought a new dining table set, which y'all will later on see in the video too. Just stay tuned. If you've moved before and hired movers, then you know, like, they don't really give you like, if you're moving out the state, they don't give you a set date of when they're gonna arrive. They'll give you a time frame because they have to make sure that they have the drivers ready and they have to make sure they have the trucks ready. So they'll give you like a time frame up to 2 weeks. So like it'll be 2 weeks in between max. So it might not take the full 2 weeks for them to deliver your stuff, to deliver your furniture and everything. They want to give the drivers enough time to get ready because the drivers are coming from other places too. Like they're coming from out of state, you know what I'm saying? They're just finishing a trip and then they have to get the trucks or whatever. So at least that's how they explained it to me. So basically we weren't sure when, like, they give us a time frame, the 2 week time frame. It didn't take the full 2 weeks. We ended up getting our furniture and stuff delivered in like a week, I believe. A week, yeah, in like a week. So it didn't take the full 2 weeks, and we got all of our stuff delivered in good condition. And we used Dumbo. And this video is not sponsored at all. We used Dumbo Moving Company, and I know, like, I saw like one bad review for them and it kind of made me not want to use them, but I'm glad I did use them because they were very thorough and handled our furniture really well. Nothing came broken. Like, we got all our stuff in good condition. The drivers that delivered the stuff were very nice. Once they started the delivery, once the drivers were set to deliver your furniture, they had a tracker. So like you were able to track the drivers from the time that they started your delivery all the way up until they are getting ready to deliver your items. They stay in contact with you once they actually start the delivery. So like when they first come and pick your furniture up, they put it into storage, and then once they have the drivers come back from wherever they are coming from, because they just went on another trip to drop off some other stuff or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when they pick up your stuff, they're also dropping off someone else's stuff too along the way. So like that's how that works. I got all my stuff and I got everything good, in good condition. Nothing came broken, so I'm really happy and thankful for that. And my drivers were communicating with me the whole time, so I really love that. So I used Dumbo to move us from New York to Florida, to Tampa, Florida, and we were very happy with the service that they provided because, like I said, all our shit came in good condition, and that was a big thing. Like, you don't want to get any of your furniture delivered to you broken, because you're already spending money on a move, and then to have to buy a bunch of new furniture that you didn't even plan on getting, because you planned on, the whole point of paying the movers was to transport the furniture that you already have to your new place. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that our stuff came in good condition, I'm really happy about that. So this is not a sponsored video. I'm just putting it out there because I did see some bad reviews. I'm not saying that accidents can't happen. Accidents happen, but just don't let bad reviews discourage you from doing something, because I was like this close to not even calling them because I saw that bad review, and I'm like, I don't want them breaking my shit. But you know what I'm saying? Accidents happen. Accidents do happen, but in this case, nothing bad happened to our stuff. So the whole process of us moving down here, like, I want to explain When I say this video is about to be a little bit all over the place, I don't even know where to start. My family and I, we was coming out here, we was vacationing out here in Florida every summer for my son's birthday and for my man's birthday. We was coming out here every summer, and it's crazy to think like we was always, every time we came out here, we was like, oh, we gonna move out here, we moving out here soon, we moving out here soon. And literally like we ended up moving out here for real. Like 4 years later, we ended up moving out here after coming out here every summer and enjoying ourselves. Like we just, you know, but it's different when you're on vacation somewhere versus when you actually live somewhere, because Florida is completely different from New York. I haven't seen any bodegas, any corner stores in New York. Like there's corner stores on every corner. Like there's corner stores everywhere. Out here is no corner stores. You definitely need, for where I'm staying at in Tampa, you definitely need to have a vehicle. Things are kind of like distance, you know, a good distance away from each other. So, you know, but they do have a lot of stores. The stores are much bigger. I just love Florida, y'all. But one misconception about Florida is that it's hot all year round. See, we moved in October, and when we moved in October, it wasn't that cold, but it was a little cool, which was, it was fine, because Florida heat is no joke, right? When it's hot out here, the heat ain't no joke. But we never actually experienced like the cold weather, because like I said, we always used to come out here in the summertime. And every time we visited out here, like every time we spoke to like people that live out here, they always said like it was hot all year round. Right now it's January. We moved here in October. Like we got our keys, signed our lease, got our keys October 19th, but we didn't officially like move out here until December. Like we flew out here to sign our lease, and we've been going back and forth ever since, because my son was still in school and babe was transferring, so we couldn't leave until December. So basically like we were going back and forth, traveling, flying back and forth, and during that time frame it was still warm. Like it was warm, but it wasn't hot. It was not hot during like October, November. But December, when we like really came out here for real, like when we really moved, when we were ready to move, we ended up driving out here because we had to bring our car out here. So we drove 16 hours from New York to Tampa, Florida, and we didn't stop at no hotels or nothing. We was like, nah, we need to just get here. We left at 11 o'clock at the night, and we got to our new place, I want to say around like 6 p.m. the next day. I can't even remember what time we got here, because we did make a couple stops, obviously, like to stop and use the bathroom, stop and get gas. We probably gassed up, like the first time we filled the tank, it was $50, because I drove like the first half. I waited till like it was kind of like damn near on E. So like the tank was empty, but every other time after that, when we filled the tank, when we topped off, we didn't really have to fill the whole tank, because we didn't wait till it got on E. I can't remember exactly how much we spent on gas, but I want to ballpark it around like $150. We probably spent like $150 on gas if you're driving from New York to Tampa, or New York, depending on what part of Florida. Just a ballpark of how much you're going to spend on gas, and depending on your vehicle, obviously, depending on what you're driving, you know, that also plays a part. Between the drive, topping off the tank, that was, let's say like $150.
Yeah.
We spent like $150 on gas, and then like $30-$40 on tolls, I think, somewhere around there. All right, baby, let me call you back. We spent like $150 on gas and around $30-$40 on tolls. So that wasn't that bad. And then we did stop to like buy food like one time. We stopped to buy food like one time, and we stopped to use the bathroom, because we really just wanted to get home. Like that drive was so freaking long. But don't worry though, like I feel like if I could do it, y'all could definitely do it. If you're thinking about driving from New York to Florida because you want to move, and maybe you got the U-Haul, or you driving your cars down there, y'all could do it. Don't even worry, especially if you have somebody else to like help you drive, where y'all could take turns driving, because that's what me and babe did. I drove the first 5 hours until we needed more gas. You know, I drove until the car was then on E, and then he drove after we filled the tank. He drove the next 5 hours, and you know, so on and so forth. Like, we just kept switching. So, and we basically would switch every time we needed to fill the tank. So it was like such a long drive. Like, that drive was exhausting, and we left 11 o'clock at night, so there wasn't any traffic at all. Like, there was no traffic up until, I want to say, till we got to Jacksonville, Florida. Around that area, there was a little bit of traffic, but nothing too crazy. The traffic didn't start until we got to Florida. It really wasn't that bad, but that drive is very long. We didn't want to stop at no hotels because we just wanted to get it over with. Like, we just wanted to get to our new place, and we just glad that we made it here safely. Thank you, God. Like, I just cannot believe, y'all. Like, I can't believe that we really moved to Florida. Like, we kept saying we was gonna move out here, and it's crazy because before this, like, before we ended up moving to Florida, we was like looking at apartments in New Jersey because we was getting ready to move to Jersey. We wasn't feeling it, y'all. Like, we really wanted to come to Florida. Like, that was what we wanted to do, but we didn't want to leave and be like so far away from our families, like my parents and his parents. And you know, I didn't want my son to be away from his grandparents so far away. But you have to do what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do. At the end of the day, you have to do what's best for your family. So basically, the process of how we moved, we didn't just move out here either, y'all. Like, we definitely took the time to look through all these different apartment websites. We was contacting realtors. We really didn't have good luck with the realtors out here, because with the realtors out here, they're more so looking for clients that's looking to purchase a home. They're not looking to do rentals. Like, they don't really do rentals. They looking for buyers. We want to eventually buy a house. We plan on eventually buying a house out here, but we wanted to rent first. We didn't want to just go in and buy a house and not know, because like I said, even though we vacationed out here every summer, it's different when you vacation somewhere than versus when you live somewhere. Because when you on vacation, it's just for, like, you know, a short period of time. But when you live somewhere, like, this is your life now. Like, you live here. Like, you have to do everything out here. Like, you know what I mean? So for moving out here, we was like, you know what, we just going to rent. We're going to rent first, and then if we like it for real, like, if we really like it, we'll buy a house. You know, we're going to stack up money and buy a house. So that's where we're at right now. So the process of us moving out here, we didn't just hop right in and just pick the first apartment that we thought, you know, we liked. We did a lot of research, y'all. We spoke to realtors. One realtor was helpful, and he found some rentals for me, but the rentals that he found wasn't really suitable for us because it was a little bit further out from Babe's job. We wanted to stay close enough to where Dwayne could get to work, you know, in a reasonable time frame. We still haven't even found a school for my son yet. I mean, we found the school, but he isn't able to start school until after the next, you know, school year, when the next school year starts, basically, because they're already in the second semester because of the time frame that we moved. Like, they're so far into the school year already. It's not like he was completely out of school, because like I said, that's why we was going back and forth from New York to Florida, and then from Florida back to New York, because my son was still in school. He had just started school. He's 4 years old, so he had just started pre-K. But right now he's being homeschooled because we are officially moved to Florida, so there's no going back and forth. And yeah, we just have to wait until the new school year. But back to the process of us moving out here. So we went on apartments.com. We went on, was it Zillow? We went on Zillow. We went on so many apartment websites to find a place, and we was reading the reviews. You know, we were looking at all the reviews on each apartment, and then we were coming out here and actually driving up and looking at the area. We were talking to people that lived in the area to kind of get a feel. And I know some of y'all are probably not going to be able to, like, you know, go back and forth and fly out here and see the area, but if you can, definitely try to do research and try to see some reviews, because there was a couple places that I thought potentially looked good online on the website, on apartments.com. And then when we came out here and spoke to a couple of people in the area, and they were like, this area is not that good, especially if you have kids. Like, so that's like another good way for you to be able to find an apartment. And as we were commuting back and forth, we still had our car in New York, so we had to use Uber. So that was another way. Like, if you're gonna use Uber, like, that's a great way for you to communicate and get some more information about like the certain areas that you're gonna be staying in, or certain areas that you're considering moving to. You can talk to the Uber drivers or the Lyft drivers that live out here, because they are obviously more experienced. They live out here, so they know the ins and outs of certain neighborhoods and stuff like that. So they know, they're able to tell you like, okay, this is definitely a good neighborhood. Like the place that we moved to, the Uber driver, he was like, this is actually a good neighborhood. Like, he was like, oh, this is a good neighborhood. So I felt really good. I was like, yeah, we definitely gonna go sign our lease, because, you know, me and Babe was like, oh yeah, like, because we got that vibe that it was a good neighborhood. When we pulled up, we knew after seeing it in person. Online, you're not sure, because they airbrush these photos, like things look so nice online, and then when you get there in person, it looks a little bit different. Yeah, so basically when we got here to our place, the place looked really nice, just like it looked online. The only thing that was not so great about this place is that we were not able to see our apartment before moving in. We came in this bitch blindfolded, basically, because we had an appointment to see the place, but then the place was not, because we were supposed to actually sign our lease October 10th, but it was not ready on time. So they changed the date on us to October 19th, which wasn't really a big deal, whatever. But then we had an appointment to see our place, and on our way out here, you know, the people at the leasing office or whatever was like, the place is not ready to be shown. We don't have a place to show you right now. They're painting, they're redoing a place. So it was so stupid. Like, came here blindfolded. I don't recommend doing that, because y'all might not end up being as lucky. We were lucky. So when we were coming and we were opening the door, we were scared, because we didn't know what we was gonna find. We had already signed our lease, and the reason why we did that is because we were getting tired of going back and forth. We flew out here so many times, and like, it was interfering with my son's school, and also we were kind of getting worried because, you know, COVID is going on, and we're flying back and forth, and being on a plane with all these strangers. You don't know who got what, and being in the airport, and then all this public transportation, taking Ubers, you don't know what's going on. So like, we was like, you know what, this is getting a little bit annoying now. But we knew that the neighborhood was good, so we just kind of was like, you know what, let's just take our chances, because this neighborhood seems really nice. And also, people that lived in the area were telling us like this was a nice area. So we was like, you know what, we're gonna end up just signing the lease. The people in the leasing office were really nice too. They were really welcoming, and everything went great. So everything turned out great. Everything is great. So like, this is the process of moving, trying to find a good neighborhood, trying to find, you know, trying to find something that's within your budget, within your price range, and all of those things play a part. So when you're looking for a place, make sure you have a budget set, and you can refine your search to around that price range. And then from there, you're looking at the apartments that you want within that price range, and you're starting to look at reviews. If you're able to come out here and look at the apartments in person, that's great, because then you could also, if you don't plan on taking Uber and you get a rental, because at some point we did get a rental too. Like, we was getting rentals, and like, that's how also I was saying it was getting annoying, because it was costly coming out here back and forth, getting a rental, taking Ubers. You know, everything was, you know, costly, and then we had to buy food and all of that. Like, the back and forth, commuting back and forth was getting costly. So we just was like, you know what, we just gonna take our chances, because we liked how the neighborhood looked, and outside looked nice. Because we still pulled up, even though we weren't able to see our apartment, we still pulled up to the complex, and, you know, was able to see the neighborhood. We weren't going to just completely come in completely blindfolded, right? So yeah, my advice to y'all, if you do plan on moving, you know, and you're not able to see the place, at least be sure that it's in a good neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We weren't able to see our apartment, but we were sure that it was in a good neighborhood. So, and even though we weren't able to see our apartment turned out to be really, really nice, and we love it here. So my advice to y'all, if y'all do plan on moving to Florida, or if you're thinking about it, do it. do it. Do your research. Keep looking at reviews. Look on TikTok. Look on Instagram, type in Florida apartments, or if you're looking to go to Miami, whatever city you looking to move to, you can type in the hashtags on TikTok or on, because there's so many people that are posting and listing apartments, and they're using all these social media outlets to list them, even on YouTube. I saw a lady in Orlando, OFR, I think that's the name of her channel. She lists rentals on her YouTube channel. So she's a realtor and she lists rentals. But for Tampa, she's in Orlando though. For Tampa, I didn't have no luck finding any realtors out here. I want y'all to, you know, stay tuned for keep in mind that this is an unfurnished house tour. It's gonna look a little chaotic and all over the place, like I said, because Babe and I was getting into it because he didn't want to vlog. Like, he was not trying to. My son and his dad, they was hungry, and I'm like, no, let me do my little tour. Let me do the tour for y'all. Like, I want to. And so, like, the tour, I apologize if the tour is a mess. I tried, but eventually the people that were delivering our dining table set, they also came and set up a table. So eventually later on in the video, I'm gonna show y'all our dining table set. And don't mind my son's room, it's a mess, because around that time when we moved, it was like Halloween, like before Halloween. So they had like these little trick-or-treat bags that you could finger paint on. So they gave my son some finger paint stuff and some, you know, paint and toys in these little bags and stuff, these trick-or-treat Halloween bags. And so he took it and already messed up his room, you know, so he had that stuff all over the place. But y'all know how kids are. This is the kitchen. It didn't come with a microwave. We had to go and buy a microwave. We just bought a microwave actually. So we came and bought some cleaning stuff. It does come with a dishwasher. We got a black fridge. I really love the backsplash of the kitchen wall behind the stove. A lot of storage space in here. Like, there's a lot of cabinets. Cabinet space at the top and also down here at the bottom. Here, this is where we're gonna like put our dining set. We have our dining set coming. We ordered it today. It should be coming tomorrow. So hopefully within the next video, y'all will see a furnished apartment tour. So this lamp right here that y'all see, we got this lamp at Walmart. That did not come with the apartment. By the dining area, we have a nice patio where my son and Babe is, and also there's a pool. We have a closet, and we just have like I said, we bought a microwave. So there's the box. We just bought it today from Walmart, and we bought some brooms and stuff like that, and those are just our bags. And then this closet right here is the boiler. And then here's the bathroom. Let me just turn this light on. So here's the bathroom. And so we did buy a few things. Like I went to Walmart and bought this shower curtain. Is our tub, because I did clean. We went to Walmart and we went to Dollar Tree and picked up a whole bunch of cleaning supplies, and I just came and I cleaned. Our linen closet right here. And we went to Walmart and picked up a few towels and rags or washcloths. And this is one of the bedrooms. And like I said, our furniture didn't come yet. But this is going to be our bedroom. We're gonna put our bed set in here. And I feel like it goes perfectly with this room. And as you can see, the rest of the apartment is not carpeted. But the bedrooms are, which I don't really mind because Bryson's a little mess maker. So this is going to be my son's room. And he has a nice amount of closet space. I don't know if I showed you guys the closet space in our room. He has a nice walk-in closet with a shelf. So this is Bryson's room. And as you can see, it's a little bit of a mess right now because when we moved in, they gifted my son with crayons and paints and Halloween bags. Because right now, y'all know it's about that. It's around that time of year where Halloween is coming up. So they give him like a trick-or-treat bag with goodies in it. But yeah, let me go back in the other bedroom so y'all can see our closet. We also have a walk-in closet. So this is pretty much our apartment right now. And like I said, this is how the floors look. It's not actual wood. I feel like these are, what are these, babe? Like those sheets that they put down, you can peel it up. Those like those sheets that you can actually peel up. But they don't come up that easily though. It's not the ones that come up easily, but it's not real wood. But it looks very beautiful. I actually really like it. And this is our apartment, y'all. We'll come back tomorrow and show you guys when they're putting up our dining table set. I'm thinking about having them put it right here in this area. And then for our living room set, we'll put it over here because we have a lot of space over there on that side. So I'm thinking the dining set should go right here in this area. And then the next video of our apartment will be probably the fully furnished apartment, or maybe we'll take you along the whole process of us, you know, getting our apartment together, the shopping and everything. Yeah, I think that would be fun if we take you guys along. Y'all, our table just got delivered. Our table just got delivered and the chairs, they came and they set it up. So now we're just trying to figure out exactly where we want to put our dining table. So this is how the table looks set up, y'all, with the chairs. Our dining room is coming together. I think I might end up moving the table. I don't know. I'm gonna move it and see how it looks. So we moved the table to the center of our dining area, because we had it on this back wall right here, but I decided to move it under the ceiling lamp because this is gonna act as our chandelier. We have like a stainless steel light slash ceiling fan, and this is gonna act as our chandelier. As you see, it's a light and it's also a fan. And so this is how it looks from here. Oh my God, y'all, our dining room is coming together. We still have to get a sectional, and we also have to get some more stuff for our living room area. This is gonna be the living room area. I have to get a nice vase to put on the table. We're about to go to the store, get a vase, and probably some flowers to put on the table. I'm excited, y'all. Bryson, you like the table?
Yeah.
I want to continue sharing our experience out here in Florida, because this is a huge change for us. Florida's completely different from New York. But like I said, if you're moving out here, please bring your winter clothes, because right now it's January 25th, and it's the temperature right now is 43 degrees, and listen, it's cold. It's still cold out here. I got a hoodie on in the house. All right, I be walking around here in sweatpants, in my robe, my thick robe, hoodies, all that, because it be mad cold. Like, it be really cold, especially at night. So that was one of the misconceptions about, you know, moving to Florida. You think that you don't need hoodies or a coat or your winter clothes. You still need your winter clothes. I got on a hoodie right now. So bring your winter clothes, okay? Like I said, when I first came out here, it was warm, but now that like we're actually out here and this is our first time experiencing the cold weather out here, because now it's January, so around December and January it's cold out here. Just keep that in mind, because usually when we come out here in the summertime in August. So like, this is our first time being out here around this time frame, so it's cold. Bring your winter clothes, all right? So when you come out here, don't act like nobody didn't tell you, because I'm telling you right now, it is cold out here during this time. It's cold. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I want to show our lifestyle here in Tampa and everything like that, and our transition. I think I might turn this into a series and do like, you know, episode 1, or I don't know how to do this, but I know I'm definitely gonna come back with a furnished house tour, because like I said, when I filmed that house tour, that was when the place was completely empty. We had just signed our lease and got the key, and we had came in here, and so when I did the tour, the place was empty. We did stop at Walmart. I remember we had stopped at Walmart, and I had picked up a few things. I had picked up some cleaning supplies. That's another thing. When you move into your place, make sure you sanitize everything. Don't rely on somebody else's cleaning to make, you know, to see that the place is clean and ready for y'all. The place did look clean, but we just, you know, with everything going on, we sanitized. I bought, you know, bleach and a whole bunch of cleaning products, and I cleaned, and I bought some brooms, mops, brushes, all of that to completely scrub this place down before we actually moved our things, because I wanted the place to be completely clean and sanitized before the movers came with our furniture and stuff. So yeah, I recommend you stopping if you can, to, you know, go buy some cleaning supplies and stuff like that, so y'all can like clean and stuff before your furniture actually makes it to your new home. So that's what we did, you know. So I picked up some shower curtains and some stuff for the bathroom, and when we flew out here, we did bring, like, you know, some of our stuff. Like we have bought a blow-up bed. We bought 2 blow-up beds, one for my son and then one for me and his dad. So, and we have bought some blankets and stuff. So there was like a little bit of stuff that was in here, but like I said, this is an unfurnished house tour, so just stay tuned for the furnished tour, because that's going to be coming shortly after this, hopefully. We're still kind of like getting settled in, and we're still buying stuff. Like, we still didn't buy our couch yet. The only things that we actually moved with the movers were just our bedroom set, our bedroom sets, and our TVs. And I want to say, how much did we pay for the move? The movers, I think the movers was, but another thing is they told me that their prices change, you know, during the seasons. So like around that time when we moved, he said the prices were lower, and I do believe it, because earlier during the summertime when we were kind of looking at the prices and stuff for moves, I was calling up, but we weren't ready to move yet. I just wanted to get an estimate, and I was getting some hefty prices. And also I had spoke to some other companies too, and somebody else had told me like it was gonna be like $5,000 for the move. And I had spoke to somebody else, and they were kind of telling me like, oh, it's gonna be $5,000 for the move. I'm like, hold up, that's too much. Let me look for the email so I could tell y'all like how much we paid, just so y'all can have an idea. That might not be the same price that they charge y'all, because like I said, they prices change during the seasons. So I'm about to look in my email so I can give y'all the exact price that we paid for the move, just so y'all can have an idea of how much it's gonna run y'all. We paid $1,878.50 for our move. And when you're getting ready to move, you have to make a down payment, a small down payment, before they actually come to pick up your stuff. Yeah, I believe I paid like $100 and something for the down payment. And after that, it was like you make your down payment, and that's also going towards the total, so you're not paying anything extra. We did tip our drivers, so but that's tipping, that's up to you. You know, that's up to y'all. But I definitely would recommend tipping them, because especially if they do a good job, if they get your shit to here safely, because that's not easy, lifting up heavy furniture and stuff. And that drive is not easy either, baby. That drive is not easy. So yeah, we drove that 16-hour drive, and it wasn't light. And maybe, you know what it was, maybe it wasn't light for us because we both didn't get no sleep that day. That was our last day in New York, so that whole day we spent that whole day like doing our last minute running around, buying stuff to just pack it in the car and bring with us. And we were loading up the car, and we kept saying like, oh, we're gonna sleep later on, we're gonna get some sleep. But when it came time to it, when it was time for us to go to sleep, we ended up buying some food, and then we ended up packing stuff in the car last minute. And before you know it, it was kind of late, and it was like, okay, it was time to go. So we only had like a couple hours left, so it was like, it's no point in sleeping. We couldn't even sleep because we knew like we were gonna have to drive, and we both was hyped because this was our first time driving for that long and driving to Florida. So like, it was no sleeping. The only person that slept was my son. So I think that's probably why the drive was kind of heavy for us too, is because we were extremely tired. We drove 16 hours basically with no sleep. I mean, as we were taking turns driving, one of us would try to take like a light nap or whatever, but it was kind of hard to sleep comfortably in that car. So just keep that in mind. Like if you're driving so many hours, make sure you're well rested, so you can, because I felt like my eyes were going out, y'all. But luckily the roads were empty, like there was no traffic. So if you leave at that time, and also if you're traveling during the time frame that we traveled, because we left in December, either the 21st or the 22nd. We flew down here October 19th to sign our lease and stuff like that, and then December 22nd is when we actually drove down here and, you know, officially like moved for real. Like we were officially down here. There's no more going back and forth. Like we're officially here, and you know, this is what it is. This is our home now. So yeah, it was an experience. I don't see myself doing that drive again, but like I said, if you have somebody that you could take turns with, or if you have more than 2 people, shoot, y'all could rotate that drive and it's gonna be light. And if you make sure you're well rested before the drive, it should be light too. So if y'all have any questions, hit me up, leave a comment. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for some more content out here in Florida and stuff like that, because you know, this is our life now. We moved to Florida, so I definitely want to do some content out here. We gonna get into it. You know, just stay tuned. I hope y'all come on in and stay, okay? Don't leave. because I'm just getting started. I'm just getting warmed up. But thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for your time, and I'll see y'all in the next video, because I know y'all gonna come back, right? Come back if y'all want to. Bye.